everyone. Today we will be solving a question which came in the year GATE XLP 2020 and the question number here is 2. This came from the topic of atomic structure and periodicity. What the question is stating? The question states that the molecules that are not isoelectronic to NO2 plus ion are. So there are four options which are given and they have asked to find out whether these options which have been given, which one of them is not isoelectronic to NO2 plus. So for solving this question, first you need to know what is an isoelectronic species or how you can actually know whether two atoms are isoelectronic or not. Isoelectronic refers to two atoms, ions or molecules that have the same electronic structure and the same number of valence electrons. The term means equal electric or equal charge. Isoelectronic chemical species typically display similar chemical properties. Atoms or ions with the same electronic configurations are said to be isoelectronic to each other or to have same isoelectronicity. So what is the basic idea about this is that you need to first find out that what is the net amount of electrons that an atom or an ion or that molecule possesses. So if once you know that, then you need to compare between two that whether the net amount of electrons of molecule A and molecule B are same. If they are same, then they are isoelectronic in nature, and if they are similar, then they have similar chemical properties as well. So two isoelectronic species have similar properties as well. For example, this is also very useful if you know the electronic configuration. So for helium and lithium plus, both of them has 1s2 configuration, means they are isoelectronic to each other. Now there is a catch to solve how to find the net amount of electrons. So for finding the net amount of electrons which are present in these atoms, you need to actually get through these steps. First, you need to count the number of electrons in the neutral atoms given. For that, you need to have an idea about the atomic numbers of the elements. So you need to have a pretty much idea about the periodic table as well as the atomic numbers of different elements. Okay, so I will suggest you to take at least remember 1 to 30 atomic number, what are the elements and what is their atomic number. This will actually help you to solve this kind of question. So first you need to count the number of electrons in the neutral atom. But now if it is a ion, it is been asked as an ion, then if it is a cation, then you need to subtract from the net amount of electrons that you have calculated for the neutral atom, you subtract the amount of cationic charge that is present. For example, here it is lithium plus. We know that the atomic number of lithium is 3, but it is a cation, so it has a plus 1 positive charge. So that's why we need to subtract 1 from 3, that is 3 minus 1. You will get the total number of net electrons possessed by this lithium plus is 2. Similarly, if it is an anion, that is sulfur 2 minus, then you need to add 2 electrons. So for sulfur the atomic number is 16, but since it possesses 2 minus, 2 negative charge is present, that's why we need to add plus 2 to it. So the total net amount of electrons S2 minus possesses is 18. So that is only given in this instruction. Now one thing to mind is that in our question it is being given as a molecule, means whether the molecules are isoelectronics or not. So for that also you need to first find the net amount of electrons which is present for the individual atoms of the molecule, then sum them all to find the net amount of electrons present in the molecules. Once you find that, then you need to compare between the two. Now since we have gone through what is an isoelectronic atom and how to calculate it, now let us revisit to our question. So now first what is been asked in the question, whether it is isoelectronic to NO2 plus. So first what we need to do is that we need to find that what are the number of electrons which is present in NO2 plus. Nitrogen has an atomic number of 7, so that's why 7 plus there are two oxygens present and oxygen has an atomic number of 8. That's why 8 is multiplied by 2, so this is 16. 16 plus 7 is 23. Now since it has a positive charge, so we need to subtract that positive charge, that is minus 1. So total number of electrons that this NO2 plus is possessing is 22. Now we need to go to each of these options and try to calculate that which one of them does not contain 22 electrons, because in the question it has been asked that molecules that are not isoelectronic to NO2 plus. Okay, so for option A, for CO2, carbon has an atomic number of 6, so it has 6 electrons, 6 plus oxygen has atomic number of 8 and there are two oxygen present, that's why 8 multiplied by 2 plus 6, that is 22 electrons for carbon dioxide. N3 minus, it is 7, the atomic number of nitrogen is 7, so 7 multiplied by 3, since 3 nitrogens are present and we are adding 1 because there is a negative charge which is present, negative minus 1 charge is present, that's why 7 into 3, 7 multiplied by 3 plus 1, that is 22 electrons. So this is semi isoelectronic to NO2 plus, but we do not want to find this, we need to find which is not isoelectronic. In option B, NCO minus, nitrogen has atomic number 5, carbon has 6, oxygen has 8 and there is a negative charge, so if we add them there is again 22 electrons are coming. H3BCN minus, hydrogen has atomic number 1 but 3 hydrogens are present, so 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Boron has atomic number of 5, so 3 plus 5. Carbon is 6, so 3 plus 5 plus 6. Nitrogen has an atomic number of 7 plus there is a negative charge, so it is 7 plus 1. If you add them all, it is again coming 22 electrons, which means this is again isoelectronic with Na2 plus. C option, BO2 minus, boron has an atomic number of 5 and oxygen has an atomic number of 8. Again 2 oxygen are present, so 8 multiplied by 2 plus 1, which is giving you 22 electrons. CH3CH, again there are two carbons which are present, okay, 6 plus 6 plus 6, okay, and there is again 3 present and 1, so if we are adding it, it is getting 22 electrons again. But in the fourth option, if you see OF2, it has 8 electrons, oxygen has 8 electrons and fluorine has 9 electrons, its atomic number is 9 and there are two fluorines, so 9 multiplied by 2 is 18 plus 8, it is 26 electrons, and oxygen 3 minus is again coming 25 electrons. So that's why these are not isoelectronic with NO2 plus, since it has 26 and 25 electrons, whereas NO2 plus has a net electrons of 22. So since these are not matching, this is the option which is our correct answer. So the answer will be D for this question. For your reference of this atomic structure and periodicity topic, you can look into these two courses. The first course of NPTEL by Professor K. Mangala Sundar of IIT Madras the course is of atomic structure and chemical bonding, and by him again there is another course, that is chemistry 1 and chemistry 2 of NPTEL provided by NPTEL. So you can go through these two courses for getting better insights about atomic structure and chemical bonding topic. Thank you.